being courageous, we kind of think of, Alexander leading his cavalry in person, going along doing those things. And that may be an extreme form of courage for sure. But just those little pieces of courage, the thing that makes a person get out of bed, like, okay, I have to do these tasks. Courage to practice patience, I guess, and how courage can be just implemented in all these different ways, even though they're not you leading a giant group of cavalry into battle.
You're absolutely right, man. What is it? So I always get Marcus Aurelius and Seneca mixed up, but even to live can be a great act of courage. That's a saying. Like even living, facing life itself is courageous in its own. You are at yeah. So it's simple. Like we could talk about all the different, like hey, calling that person like you're not afraid of it. Like I'm not afraid to fight, fight that person, but maybe you're like, I don't know, I don't want to feel like I'm, like somebody you feel like you should need to talk to, you need to reach out to, and it's like, but what if they don't want to talk, and I don't know, I don't like this about whatever, it's like no, fuck it, you're supposed to talk to that person, so you reach out or going to a job interview or sending out an application, that's all
Mm-hmm.
courage, but even to live is courageous.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
most definitely.
yep. Yeah. So, yeah.
Out of the virtues we've been talking about, which do you feel like you wish you had more of?
You know what? The courage thing is it's funny. Courage is kind of tricky because I think of myself as courageous. I'm like, I'm not fucking scared of shit. But then and I like I'll fucking stand when I need to stand. Like I tell myself that and I actually believe it. I'm not just like talking shit. But like
Dude,
I
you almost fought
recognize
that guy in the subway defending that lady.
did I? When
Wasn't
did
there like
that?
a lady with her kid?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that was in a parking lot. Yeah. Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, I was like, no, yeah, um, yeah, no, I think I'm even like, I don't know, I'm even more courageous now than even back then. But then I noticed myself being cowardly in like secret, in like little like not secret, but like in like I'm like slyly like cowardly. Like, for example, like I know I'm supposed to be sending in applications, but it's like I'll get to it. And it's like I'm not scared. I'm not fucking scared. But it's like but why aren't you doing it? It's like, no, you are scared of being uncomfortable. You are scared of what will happen. So it's like your procrastination is your cowardice, And
Yeah.
it's like, oh fuck, I'm being a coward. So it's like I noticed that like I'm cowardly in like kind of like deceptive ways, And I'm like, oh shit, like I'm being cowardly, and I don't even recognize. I wasn't even like it was so like my cowardice was, or I won't say my courage was sly because my courage is very it's very evident, but my cowardice is like like the little demon, if you will, of cowardice. If you were to like personify it as like a little demon, it's like he's like I'm making you a coward, but like you don't even realize you're being a coward. And that's something I've like realized. I'm like, oh fuck, I actually am being a coward. And yeah, so I mean, so I wish I was more courageous in like little ways,
Yeah.
but I'm working on that.